Hi, I'm Tiffanie Hwang, UI UX artist on Card Brawl, Duel of Champions. In this video, we're going to cover UI, aka the user interface, and UX, aka the user experience. First, let's talk about UI. In a nutshell, UI is how you, the player, interact with a game's world. UI is everywhere in our lives, and we use it to interact with the real world. When you think about a user interface, you probably don't think of a light switch, but that's actually UI in the real world. Game UI needs to consider things in a similar way. You're balancing the goal of giving the player all the info they need to make the most ideal decision with the goal of making interactions as effortless as possible. You're striving to find an optimal design. Alongside this, you must consider the UX, or user experience, that the player will have while interacting with the UI. UX is on our mind for every interaction with Card Brawl. How will every action you're going to do within the game make you feel? Whether you're deploying a minion in battle or interacting with a menu, we want you to feel good about it. The user experience of each moment has been thoroughly considered and designed. This is true for most interactive products, not just games. One challenge of designing the user experience is creating the right balance between making it approachable for players new to card battle games and making sure experienced players will feel challenged. When creating the game's main menu, the visual order and balance of info and interactive objects must be clear and sensible so that players can create a mental map of where each of the game's various features lives. Alongside this, UI elements must be consistent across various game features. For example, in Card Brawl, a champion has both an ability and an ultimate, powerful moves they can unleash in battle. At first, we had that info as text on the champion card itself, and in battle as different looking buttons. This wasn't very consistent, and as a result, not recognizable. To solve this, we redesigned the ability and ultimate to be their own cards, and also added those cards to battle. Now players can easily form that visual connection both in and outside of battle. Another key challenge is making it clear what's going on during a complex battle. We spent time making sure it was clear which areas are designated for the player versus the opponent. Other interactions, such as the surrender button and turn timer, need to be visually distinct and separate. We also specified a combat area for units on the board so that they can be distinct and look cool even at small sizes. This leads to our final UI/UX challenge. Characters, text, and UI elements like buttons must be approachable at a very small size, but also look balanced once displayed on a larger screen. Interaction areas like the player's cards in battle must be large enough for small device players so they can comfortably use them while not giving a large screen player any competitive advantage. I hope you enjoyed learning more about UI and UX and Card Brawl, Duel of Champions.